Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A grand jury has indicted a Beersford man who is facing a long list of rape and child porn charges. 30-year-old Mark Cornish appeared in court Thursday in Union County. The investigation into his alleged sexual behaviors began a few weeks ago. According to court papers, a 13-year-old girl who had been babysitting Cornish's children told police she had kissed, hugged, and cuddled with Cornish. She also admitted the two had sent nude pictures to each other. Police confiscated Cornish's laptop and cell phone. That's when investigators say they found pictures and videos of child pornography. Sioux Falls police are asking for your help this morning in finding a missing 13-year-old. Police say Ryder Arnott was last seen in the area of Oak and West. He was wearing a dark-colored shirt, shorts, black tennis shoes with blue outline and a backpack. If you've seen or know his whereabouts, you're asked to call police. Harvest has begun and more farm equipment is traveling on public highways. Adam Morehauser has begun harvesting his fall crops and has to travel in his combine, tractor and semi on public roads more often than normal. This can be a challenge and a safety concern for both him and others sharing the road.
Like when you're driving a combine or a grain cart, they're wide, like I said, they're 15-foot wide, A lot of times you got to go around mailboxes and stuff. Sometimes the cars behind you don't realize, so you got to get out a little bit. But I like to make sure that I don't have too many people behind me.
He also likes to find the safest route to his destination to avoid busier roadways. A cleanup is being held at several spots on the Big Sioux River this weekend. The 6th annual Big Sioux River Greenway cleanup runs from 9 a.m. to noon tomorrow. You don't need to pre-register and all ages are welcome. Volunteers can choose which areas of the Greenway they'd like to help clean up. Some of the locations are Falls Park, Faywick Park, and Yankton Trail Park. 21,000 pounds of garbage and recyclables have been picked up during past events. It was a cool week here in KELOLAND. Let's see if that trend could change with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
Well, a few ups and downs, but I think the weather tomorrow morning in Sioux Falls will be very good for that cleanup project, and I expect more mild weather down the road. But tonight could be a little different, a little patchy frost. We're forecasting some 30s after these sprinkles passed through the area this morning. 60-degree high temperatures today, too, by the way. But yes, that warmer weekend is in view, and that means 70s and 80s will be very common. We'll begin with today, 67 Sioux Falls for a high, 69 in Mitchell. A closer look at Futurecast in just a moment.
Thank you, Brian. The owners of a 143-year-old farm on the outskirts of Brandon are worried about their land. They believe the city of Brandon, which is rapidly growing, wants to annex their farm into the city. The Ellefson family says they are looking for answers from the city, but so far communication has been limited. They want to make it clear to city leaders that they do not want to sell their land. They want to keep the farm going.
If Brandon wants to grow, they can grow south, they can grow east, they can grow north. Where there is nobody. If they want land to develop, go take it. It's all for sale. Why come after people who have no intention of selling their land?
City leaders tell us they are waiting for an annexation study which will help determine the direction of any future annexation plans. They expect that study will be presented to the City Council in late November or early December. Well, you've got to get up pretty early in the morning to go on a breakfast run in Sioux Falls these days. The new Chick-fil-A opened for business on Thursday. One customer says he was at the 41st Street restaurant 5.5 hours before its opening just to be among the first to get breakfast.
I love Chick-fil-A. It's better than a 1-hour drive to Sioux City, too. So, and I kind of come support the new Chick-fil-A, too. So, yeah, love it. This early bird not only showed up for breakfast, he was back over for the lunch hour and planned a third trip for supper. Chick-fil-A's loyal following kept the drive-thru busy throughout the day. That is a look at some of our top stories. Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, good weather today as you look toward fall-like weather. If you like that, we've got 60-degree temperatures. Some of you will think it's a little chilly at times, and I'll grant you that with that north wind out there running at 15 to 30. And then these passing sprinkles, they're not going to last very long. I think a lot of it is pertaining really to the morning hours. Sioux Falls here over the next couple of hours early this morning. But by and large, by midday, it is gone. We're back in the 60s. We'll close the day, though, with lighter winds by this evening. And then temperatures are going to drop. Canadian Air is the big story tonight, and that means more 30s. Look at Watertown, 36 by daybreak. I think Aberdeen could be in the mid-30s. I think Sioux Falls will be 39 for a low. Outskirts of the city, and you look at some of the smaller towns around it, easily could be 36, 37. So that's the mentioning of the patchy frost here and there. Tomorrow, well, we're going to start to rebound. We've got 70s and even an 80 there in Rapid City, and we've got a whole lot more of that type of weather coming next week. 70 today in Pierre, your KENDLELAND Live Doppler HD forecast. 67 in Huron. Look at the numbers rising. 73 tomorrow, Sioux Falls. 81 on Sunday, and then mid-80s by Monday and Tuesday. Overnight lows well in the 50s, so we'll forget about any chance of frost for a long time. Aberdeen also warming up. Now, there is a chance of a couple of showers arriving by Thursday. We're evaluating how widespread that's going to be, but quite a bit of moisture is coming up from Texas into Oklahoma and Kansas, and it's working its way north with this warmer weather pattern next week. So the timeline on that is day 7, and we've got plenty of opportunities ahead to adjust accordingly with that. But it looks like early next week will be plenty warm in Rapid City, mid to upper 80s. We might even see a 90-degree high there. Check out details with our Storm Center update right now at KENDLELAND.com.